So today I'm going to start reading this book, Astrology in the Garden by Seher 7. We're going to start with part 1, Foundations of this book. This is going to be a story of kind of the beginnings of her getting into astrology and how it came to be. The Preface. The first conversations I had about God were at Vacation Bible School across the street from my childhood home in Southern California. My mother, an atheist, sent us to the summer camp at the small church in our neighborhood to keep us busy during the hot mornings. I asked questions most of the children didn't think of, like, how did Jesus come back to life? And why did his death clear my sin? The question that ultimately got me kicked out of VBS, though, was why didn't the Bible mention dinosaurs? I asked this and was then asked not to return to Vacation Bible School the next year. My mother didn't speak much about God until I started asking questions. She would tell me many reasons why she didn't believe in God. The one that really stuck with me was, you can't believe in God and the dinosaurs. Every time she would say this to me, I would say, well, Mom, I know you are not right, and I know you are not wrong either. I knew I couldn't believe the story of the Bible and believe in dinosaurs because the Bible didn't tell the story of the dinosaurs. And from what I had been taught in school, dinosaurs ruled the earth for millions of years. If the book of creation didn't include this story, it was probably a weak and perhaps fake account of the beginning of life. I knew she was missing something, though. I knew there was a God because I could sense a unified experience that was beyond the physical, and to me, that was God. In college, I enrolled in religious studies courses and tried to learn as much as I could about other notable books of creation. These classes further confirmed the universal experience of life and that the story of God was much more similar than not. I continued to search and read and absorb as much knowledge as I could about the ways different cultures have seen creation. I became very interested in the creation stories of the Aboriginal cultures in Australia and other tribal populations. It seemed that their recollections were the most in tune with the way life had actually come to be. And so I opened my heart to the shamanistic ways of my ancestors and stopped asking so many questions. Soon I found myself with the plants, looking to the more natural cultures for guidance. Led me to the earth and the stories she had told through the life she has birthed from the beginning. Her story made the most sense to me and aligned me with living tools so that I could build my own relationship with God without the need for culture, pastor, church, or a building of any kind. I went to the Church of Nature and found exactly what I was looking for, what my mom was missing. It wasn't that I couldn't believe in God and the dinosaurs. It was that God and the dinosaurs were the same thing. Everything is the same thing, coming from one single source and ending back at the same source for regeneration. She wasn't wrong, though she wasn't right either. My mother also introduced me to astrology at an early age. The language of the stars made more sense to her than a book written by man. She is an Aries and gave birth to 2 Pisces and an Aries. She would talk to me about my Piscean ways and help me recognize some of the foundational truths of the 12th house, which is ruled by Pisces. I didn't dig deep into astrology, though, until I became a mom, too. I had only been introduced to sun sign astrology and was unaware of the whole natal chart. I definitely knew I related highly to the things she told me about Pisces, though I felt like there was more to me than just the sensitive fish. Once I began to study my own chart and truly learned the power of the day I was born, I was able to see myself in a whole new light. My past made more sense. My quest for God made more sense. My intense need to serve made more sense, and I was feeling more self-aware than ever before. Since then, I have spent many hours watching the zodiac express itself through humans, plants, and the environment, learning the unseen language of life. This book is written as an expression of the truths I have found along my journey of self-discovery. As a Pisces sun in tropical astrology, I have been on a lifelong quest for true self-awareness since my childhood. I have been tuned into the subconscious, regularly communicating with others through a realm that most seem not to notice. I have also known that I was born to help change the world just by showing up and being myself. The Pisces sun does not always have the desire to be well known. If I lived for myself only, I might not want to be sharing my personal experience in public. My chart has the right energies in the right places that make me capable of pushing outside of my personal comfort zones to share the unconditional love I have come to know. Along with my sun in Pisces, I have an Aquarius moon, Pisces in Mercury, and Mars in Aries, with my rising sign in Virgo. The first house being in Virgo places my 10th house of career in Gemini. And to add just a bit more fuel to the fire, Mars is with my Pisces sun in the 7th house. The Aquarius moon makes serving humanity vital to the health of my emotional body. I feel whole when showing up for my Earth family. I know it is my purpose. The Pisces in Mercury produces a very dreamy communication and thinking style. Many times I see a story as a network of information and struggle to get to the point of things, especially when writing about mystical topics. The Virgo rising gets very impatient with the Pisces in Mercury, as Mercury is a ruler of Virgo. Virgo expects me to be efficient with my words and to stay focused on what is the truth. The Pisces constantly challenges the Virgo's prude ways, and together they keep one another productive. Gemini in the 10th house is also ruled by Mercury and reflects a need to use media and written communication as my outlet in my career. Books, blogs, social media, and teaching are all areas of interest for the 10th house in Gemini. This placement will broadcast the Pisces in Mercury loud and clear. Well, for sure, loud. The Aries energy in my chart is why I get anything done. Having such heavy Mars energy in my primary placements gives me the energy to start new projects and give the communicating healer I am a pathway of expression of purpose. Without Aries, I would struggle to fuel my campaigns and would be less known for taking a leadership position in my community. I give thanks to my personal natal chart on a consistent basis to make sure the frequencies that make me, hear my gratitude for the power they have instilled in me. Our natal charts can help us love ourselves with grace and true self-acceptance. As we find this peace in our own chart, the charts of our loved ones will become clear, and we begin to move into synastry and further learn the language of the sky. I am forever honored to have the space, time, and desire to write this book and share it with all eyes who see. I am a single human perspective, and I have spent much of my time here deeply considering how life works. Thank you for spending some of your precious time pondering my experience. I want this book to empower you to trust your own place in the circle of life and honor your unique energetic makeup. It is my hope that this is a book that you write notes in that stimulates great conversation and even greater dreams. It is not a comprehensive guide on everything that astrology is, though it will introduce you to a universal approach to astrology and help bridge the gaps between the many different studies of frequency. It will help you see the universal language of life and how it can be seen in so many different aspects of existence. From the dung beetle that follows the path of the Milky Way, to the way the full moon regulates women's menstrual cycle. The sky has a massive influence upon us all. We have been disconnected from the source of our inspiration, the sky, and it is our birthright to reclaim it. Frequencies are felt through the sensory system and are mostly unnoticed. When we tap in, we begin to see the layers of time and space, the matrix, and start to develop a language for what we see. Many generations of us have come to decipher the invisible vibrations, and they tell their story of time. Each story is slightly different and yet the same, a universal awareness of the source of life that is the totality of it all, that is the creator of it all, that loves it all unconditionally, a source that is greater than dark or light, that precedes separation and classification, an intelligent source that manifests its dreams into matter with specific rules that build the framework of its creation. Each culture tells a story of the higher mind that makes us all. It is the story that we all see when we look within, and every single account of the tale is equally as valid. Every perspective of the One, expressing the pureness of possibility, is a part of the truth. I hope that this book opens your mind to so many more new perspectives. I hope that it begs you to expand your way of seeing our world. While most of the information in this book is based on my personal experience, if you give it a fair chance, whether it feels true for you or not, my ideas can give you a bridge to cross for further exploration into unconventional opinions and perspectives. I use the information in this book to build, design, share, and regenerate everything in my personal life. I use energy reading for my relationships, for my business, with my children, as well as with family ancestral healing. I use it for personal growth, to learn to navigate the earth, to serve, and still so much more. I am so honored to share these pages of myself with you. Thank you for being committed to personal growth and to knowing the language of the stars. Your seeking will be rewarded. I bow to the unified greatness in you. This book was inspired mostly by my heart. I have felt a longing to help others feel better for most of my life. This is a piece of my puzzle. My children will greatly benefit from having this book later in life and charge everything I do. There are friends in my life that have given me the space to express myself fully. From childhood, I have had strong energies around me that have been able to hold me up and encourage me to continue to explore my inner world. I have spent many hours discussing the topics in this book with a few friends over the years, and their love is found throughout the pages of this book. Instead of naming these friends, I will give thanks to the primary astrological energies that structure them. Gemini vibes. Thank you for hearing me, comprehending me, and telling me to keep talking. Your genius invigorates my soul. I will talk to you forever. I will listen to you talk forever. That's definitely Gemini. Aries vibes. Thank you for birthing me. Thank you for rebirthing me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your fire. Your insane self-confidence has walked me over the waves of life from day one. May you burn until the last day. Cancer vibes. Thank you for keeping me home. I love you. Capricorn vibes. Thank you for building with me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being a rock in my water. Together we make canyons. Sagittarius vibes. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for believing with me. Your fire lights the way. Pisces vibes. Thank you for allowing me to be free and to be me. And that is just the preface of the book. And I will make videos to go over all the different sections, little here, little there. But that is just the beginnings of it. So again, I will put her link down below. It's astrologyinthegarden.com if you want to go visit her site. And yeah, till the next video.